Good morning. Saturday morning. Calm, quiet, cool. So it's digging time. But what I came out to show you was the greens. They've got fungus gnat tape everywhere because those bastards are all in my pots again. Oh, I don't know what to do with them. But these are all my greens. Pak choys, Komatsuna, and oh no, those are pak choys. So these are just, it just says Asian green, so I'm not quite sure what that is. But that's okay. Got a busy little bee in my winter squash. That one's looking a little on the funky side, so I don't know. Hopefully they got pollinated okay. But yeah, he's down there digging away. I'll give him some privacy. Update. Only had one coffee. Update on the purple bush beans. They're doing quite nicely. Whether I actually get any beans out of them or not, I don't know. But if the weather stays semi-okay, we should be fine. But something looks like it's munching on them. You wouldn't think a slug could get up here, would you? But hey, those suckers can get anywhere. Something ate two of these ones. One there and one there. So who knows? It's always something. Casualty. Mandoon. Poor thing. Broke right at the stem, so I don't know if it was just windy or if it was just weight, but as you can see, they are freaking huge, but I got nothing else to tie them to. So next year I'm going to grow much shorter ones. It's nice to have cool, tall sunflowers, but that one there's 14 feet tall if it's a day. Oh, I forgot to give you an update on the onions. These are Apache, and I think these are red beard. I'll have to go find the tags for them in the house, but they've got fungus gnats as well. I'm so fed up with fungus gnats. Okay, carrot box gone. It's really cool out here, so I can get lots of work done. So carrot box gone. These little boxes are just here to keep the dirt from all falling through the back of the fence, but this is going to be a 12-foot by 3-foot box for my, I'll put lilies against the back and then my hydrangeas at the front, because then I can hide them, you see, behind the fence. I'll put shading up so they don't burn next year. All good. Best laid plans of mice and princesses. Tomato harvests and the danger of weight on tomatoes. That one broke right off by itself. It wasn't me, honest to God. But tomatoes are coming fast and furious now. And some corn for lunch. We harvested them because the tops were not going to get any more. They weren't going to grow anymore or swell because the slugs, squirrels, rats, something had eaten the silks off the top. So, but those are good enough for me and Gerald to chow down on for lunch. This is why it's so very dangerous to keep beans near anything. It's strangled the corn, it's choking the corn, and now it's beating up the squash. No, not squash, cucumber, which I have actually 3 cucumbers on. I'm just thrilled because my cucumber harvest this year has been crap. Good morning. It is the 21st. It's Sunday. It's cool out, overcast, but don't let that fool you, because this is what it was yesterday, and by the afternoon it'll be frickin' roasting. But what I came out to show you was I'm doing some seed sowing lettuces today. I'll show you which ones in a minute, but what I wanted to show you was dried out old pots, too hot. These are radishes. They obviously did not survive the onslaught of heat. But what I'm doing is sieving all of this dirt and sieving it into here just so I get, but it's bone dry, like literally it's like sand. But the good thing about this, there's 2 good things about that. Fungus gnats don't like it, so hopefully there's none in here. The other thing is they fill the pots really super easy. You don't have to push them all down, they just fill them in. And I'll soak them all, of course, before I put any seeds in them, but that's what we're doing today, is some seed sowing. Other than that, there's not a lot to do for updates. I have one lima bean that came up. So I don't know if the other ones will still, but no loss. It's just a couple of seeds, a couple of pennies worth of seeds. So it's all good. This is why I'm concentrating so much, like a lot of other people, on getting my own compost together. This is, I mean, look at this. That's just crap. Sticks. Rocks. This is in compost I bought earlier this year for my pots because it had whatever this stuff is, perlite, vermiculite, whatever, in it. And I thought it would be better for the pots. Now, granted, a lot of these roots are from the radishes that I had grown in here, but it still just shows you the quality of crap that people are selling. And this is from a good, I won't mention the name, but this is from a good quality seller here in BC. And these are the lettuces that I'm going to try growing. I'm never very successful at growing lettuce. We did try this year, but it was too hot, obviously, so most of them died. But these are all pelleted, so they should be easier for me to pack. They're from 2021, packed for 2021, but we know seeds don't necessarily die when they tell you they do. So we'll give them a shot and see how they go. I'll keep you updated. And seed saving continues today with, these are flower alliums, so not edible ones. The ones that have got the big purple round flower heads on them. So I pulled them off today. These are the asparagus berries that I'm going to see if I can get seeds from. And the hollyhocks, some of them are drying off. But this is, see when I said they look like discs inside, they're like they're like a record player from the old Wurlitzer days. Yes, those of us that are old will remember what a Wurlitzer is. And they all pop out, so I'm hoping to harvest quite a few from there because I've got some people to send them to. Onward and upward. All right, and I forgot, I'm deadheading zinnias to see if I can get seeds from those. But apparently earwigs just love these because every one I pulled off had an earwig in it. I sacrificed him to the cement gods under my shoe. And these are the white marigolds. They're starting to seed up, so I'll be saving some of those and sending them to people. Will especially had asked for some, so we'll send him some at the Flying Gardener. I'll put his link in the notes, of course. Off we go. This is not a very prolific, nor is it a very fast ripening tomato, but it sure is a pretty tomato. It's called a Sunrise Bee. And I'll pick these ones later before I go in the house. The greens these are their updates. They're doing quite well. Not as well as they did last year, but I'm holding out hope. So, slight update on the cucumbers in the polytunnel. They are starting to put out lots of flowers and cucumbers. The problem is they are like 3 feet above my head, so I'm gonna have to get a ladder to try and give them some extra clip supports. I'm buying a grid for this wall next year so that I can just put them right up a grid. I think it was Steve Diggy house at Digwell Greenfingers. I will check and put a link to his website, but I'm sure it was him that was saying he had tomatoes that were on the same vine and they were totally different. These are Brad's Atomic with their normal Roma shape to them, and right up above those are these. Totally different shape. So weird. I don't know what's going on with seeds these days. Everything's, no, I'm not going to say it. These ones are my Anise Noir in pots, much smaller than the ones that are over there, but still nice beefy tomatoes. And mega tomatoes in there. And weird. They're all edible, so that's fine by me. I don't care what they look like in a frying pan. Ants inside my Gladiola flowers. I don't know, I guess they're harvesting the pollen. Who knows? Sure a pretty flower though. It's the only salmon colored one I have. Another frog. There's loads of them out here. They're just so nice. That one's gold colored. Goldfinger. Okay, empty bed. Footprint. Always got my footprints in something. So we've got some neem oil and some organic soap and some warm water. It still separates. But we're going to try putting it on the empty bed before I put any brassicas in the next week or so, because it's got flea beetle. Yuck. So see if that helps any. I don't think anything helps, but we like to try, don't we? Pretend we know what we're doing. Okay, I'm not sewing them just yet. I'm still prepping the beds, quote unquote. But what I am going to show you what I'm doing is, and I've told you this a million times, I have fungus gnat issues. I swear to God, there's a million pests in the world, and there are about 900,099 are in my yard. But I'll show you what I do for my fungus gnats in my seedling trays. So I bought these on mass last year from Amazon, and they come in a big sheet like this, and 6 by 5, 6 by 7, something like that. Cut them in 4, stick them to the sides of the covers like this, and then I'll try and do this one-handed without getting myself stuck to everything. Once all the seedlings are in, close that, and it catches most of the fungus gnats when they fly around. As you can see over here, little tiny fungus gnats stuck to all the stickers. Ridiculous bastard. Okay, thank you, bye. Morning, standing out here getting my feet wet so I can tell you some tidbits of information. Apparently, the big tomato is the mortgage lifter. And Bill and Val at their allotment, I'll put the link in the description, were just telling me that that is called that because the gentleman that sold all the seeds used it to pay off his mortgage. Isn't that interesting? Very cool. My God, I can't believe it's August 22nd already. Another week and we'll be in September. So today we did some lettuces, and then I'll just pray that I can grow them. I can't grow lettuces for love nor money. I just don't have any luck with them. So we've tried pelleted ones, and I'll show you the pelleted ones. So these little, where's my pen? These little egg-looking things here, they're pellets. So we're gonna try pelleted. So we've got Tropicana and Roxy, pomegranate and alfresco, green reef, and then these butter crunch here, this 8, they are just regular lettuce seeds. So we'll see how it goes. I can only try, right? Well, until I can find an alternative that's better for now, I'll just put my melon in a knee-high. 23rd, which is interesting because it's 23 degrees, although it does feel like 30 degrees out here. It's roasting. The bed is in, so it gets all filled up now. We've picked up some more soil, and then we'll start putting some things in this one. Just seemed a waste of space to have a couple of pots in here, so still lots of room to get up and down with my wheelbarrow. Excellent. Just gonna check on the, yep, so far so good. I gotta try and get some sort of a net funicello to put the melon in instead of a nylon, because I think the nylon's just too hot and it'll sweat and rot. So we'll see about getting that done today. Apparently the bumblebees just love the little tiny asparagus flowers. I'm not quite sure why, because they can't get into them, but they hang around here all the time. So just an update on the spinach. I'd have to go look and see which kind it is. But yeah, 4 days and it's up and running. So that's not such a bad deal. Yeah, sown on the 19th of August. And it's the 23rd today. Very cool.